Oh my gosh. I don't know why. This makes me so nervous. Like, literally took me 30 minutes just to be prepared for this. I haven't done a live video in so long. I'm looking forward to this. Those of you who don't know what Jane Iredale is, it is a mineral makeup brand. I kind of put a little detailed description. I hope that y'all can, this is working. Okay, so, Jane Iredale is actually, I made myself some notes. We carry it at Vitality. It's the only line of makeup that we have there, and I'm really trying to get familiarized with these products. And I really wanted, I've been able to dabble into a few little things. This is like, I feel like I'm on live television, y'all. My nerves. And here I am drinking a Red Bull, like that's gonna help. Okay, so it's like, if I mess up, that's it. So Jane Iredale is the president and founder of Iredale Mineral Cosmetics. She founded the company in 1994, which brought the mineral makeup line Jane Iredale to the aesthetic industry. She was the first to supply this industry with a line of makeup that had skincare benefits. So, if you read in the description also, it tells you it's all paraben-free, no talc, no harmful chemicals. It's really good for your skin. Why is it good for you? Women with acne-prone or oily skin can see less irritation and aggravation from using mineral makeup. There are many benefits to Jane Iredale mineral makeup. First, the zinc oxide that it contains is a natural sun protection ingredient. So, everything's going to be protecting your skin from the sun. So, mineral makeup can help protect your skin from damaging UV rays, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so I don't really want to bore you with a lot of information. Maybe if you have questions, I can answer. I'm going to just jump in and start doing my makeup. It's probably going to be a really long video. If you get bored, maybe you can leave and come back. Probably be here for an hour or longer. I do have a price sheet here in case anybody's interested in prices. This is not something that I'm trying to sell. This is literally just me having fun, doing a full face of one brand of products that we do carry at Vitality Anti-Aging Center. It is a medical spa where I work, and I am having experience doing makeup, and so I want to do a full face of Jane Iredale makeup, and kind of like teaching myself at the same time teaching y'all. So, I'm probably going to have to pin my hair back. Since I don't know if anyone knows me when I got my bangs all cut off. Now I'm in that weird state of them growing out, and it's super annoying. So I'm just going to pin my hair back a little bit. This is, I know it ain't even or anything, but it's okay, it's okay. I'm just gonna wing it. Like, life, eyeliner, everything. I'm winging this video, guys. So, up close and personal, my face is a little red. I just got through cleansing it, and my eyebrows do need to be plucked, but that's okay. I'm going to start with my eyebrows and my eyeshadow. That is going to be a little tedious and kind of takes a little longer, and then I'll get into the face. The reason I'm going to do my eyes first is in case there are some fallout from the eyeshadow, or if I mess up with eyeliner. These products I haven't used before. This is the little eyeliner that I'm going to be using. It is in the shade brown. Normally I do wear black, but I'm going to try to go with a more natural kind of look today. And I'm not used to using this type of applicator. I'm used to using more of like a felt tip or brush tip type of, like something like this. So it is going to be a little more challenging for me. And yeah, so we're gonna use the Smooth Affair Facial Primer and Brightener. All of these, I'm not really sure if this has SPF. There's a lot of information I might not be able to answer or know. But I know all of the, everything's hyperallergenic, dermatologist tested, great for sensitive skin. This is going to kind of help brighten the skin, just like normal primers. It's, gonna be a little pore filling. I just use like just a little dab. I'm gonna get a little bit more. Mainly focus on the center of the face, where the most of your pores are. I'll show you again what the bottle looks like. Very chic. And feels really good on the skin. It's not a silicone-y base. It's not going to clog your pores, but it does kind of blur the skin as opposed to like filling in your pores like a poreless primer would. It's kind of blurring, because I have tried this. Most of these products I have not tried, but this, and I do have a little hormonal breakout there. Hello, hello. Glad you're here with us today. So I usually like to use my ring finger because you're not supposed to really put a lot of pressure on the skin. The more you're moving around your skin and the rougher you are with the skin, especially under your eyes, it's the worse it is for your skin. It's gonna cause wrinkles, and we don't want that. So I'm trying to set it up. I have a little mirror here, like that I'm going to be using, so that I might have to get a little close, and hopefully I'm not out of camera. So, okay, now that I'm primed, I'm going to start with this. She has several different eyebrow products. This is like a powder with a wax. It's got a little brush in it. This is in the shade Brunette. It's called the Great Shape Eyebrow Kit. Haven't used this before, but I am a fan of like using eyeshadows as a eyebrow to fill in my eyebrows. She does carry an eyebrow pencil and like a retractable. I want to say she has a eyebrow pencil you can sharpen. Sorry, I have something in my eye. And also like kind of like the Gimme Brow. It's called Pure Brow, and I'm going to use this as well. And it's kind of like a mascara wand. It comes in shades. It also has clear. I think this is brunette as well. So I'm not going to use the little brush that comes with it, but I'm going to use my eyeshadow brush that I always use, which is probably about had it, and I need a new one. But she does carry all types of brushes too. I just don't have any of the brushes with me. So honestly, I don't know how to use the waxy part. I should know this. I don't know if you're supposed to like mix, go from shadow to wax, or wax to shadow, or are you supposed to do the wax after? I don't know, but I'm gonna just wing it. So I'm just gonna dip into the brow powder first. And I'm a little nervous, so hopefully this turns out good. I'm going to kind of use the spoolie to brush my brows upward. And I'm just going to start along the bottom bottom brow line. I'm sorry if you can't really see very well what I'm doing, and I'm not going to be able to talk while I'm doing this, so bear with me. Again, this is first time using this, so little fallout. Okay, so I might just dip into the wax and then into the brow so that picks it up. So I'm just following along kind of the bottom part of the brow. And then I'm just going to kind of fill in. I'm not putting a lot of product here in the front yet. The color is good. I'm just not used to this method, but it's not bad. I'm dipping I'm using the wax and the shadow part. Kind of creates like your own, like a pomade. Like if anyone uses that Anastasia Beverly Hills pomade dip, that's what it reminds me of when you're dipping it back and forth. I don't hate it. Now, once I get to this part, I don't, like I said, I don't put any product here. What is left, what you have on your brows, you can kind of brush it in. The reason why I do this technique is because it looks a little more natural. If you have this, if you put too much product here, it starts to look obvious that you have filled your brows in, and it doesn't need to look boxy or too filled in. So now your brows naturally kind of are lighter here, and then as they grow it gets darker or fuller. So I mean, you can create your arch as high as you want, and as you can see, my brows are pretty thin and kind of spare, like have holes in it, like I have the mange. But this, all I'm doing is just I'm creating a brow, but I'm just following along what I already have. So this is pretty much how I do my brows every day. You can do this technique kind of with every product. This is how I would do it, even with a pencil. Okay, I'm going to go in the same way with the other brow, start on the bottom. As you notice, I don't come all the way over here or here. I kind of start in the middle to get a guide. Another trick to knowing how to get them even is your brows should start where your nose should line up from here to there and from here to there, and you can always make a little dot to kind of give you a guide on where it should start. The arch should go from your nose hole, I guess nostril area, through the pupil of your eye to there, where your arch should start, and then from this part of your nose through the end of your eye to there is where your eyebrow should end. That is symmetrically the right way. Eyebrows are very important. We used to not realize how important they were back in the day, but they really are. They help really like even your face out, and it's kind of like art. I can't really explain what I'm trying to say, but if say your eyebrows are really spaced out far apart, what that's doing is making your nose look wider, and it's making your eyes look farther apart. So you want everything like asymmetrical. Sorry if this is boring. Makeup is not what am I trying to say? Takes time, ladies. Beauty is pain, and you have to have patience as well. Okay, so this brow always I end up having trouble with because it's got like a little hole here. So I'm just going to put a little more product here and kind of flick it up like I'm creating like a false hair. harder to do this side just because I can't see in the mirror very well. I'm trying to let y'all see what I'm doing too. Okay, we're not gonna be perfect today. Okay. That brow is really not wanting to cooperate. Okay, good enough. We're gonna move on. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna run through the brows with this Pure Brow Gel in the color brunette that we just talked about, and I'm just gonna kind of go through. It's gonna pick up, it's gonna stick to my brows that I have, and it's gonna give it almost like a 3D dimension, so it doesn't look like my brows are actually painted on. And using clear is actually what I normally use, but this really did kind of a unique job. Now I'm going to clean this up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this Circle and Delete in the shade 2. It is like a concealer and a color corrector in one. I'm going to try using the concealer part of it. With a little flat brush like so. And I'm just going to clean up my brows. This is also, it's an extra step in your routine, but it really makes your brows just, it gives that little extra pop. It's going to fix any mistakes, and it also is going to cover up these little hairs that I need to pluck. So it also helps you get everything even. I'm just going to go along the bottom and get as close as I can to the brow without messing it up. This is what I'm going to do to make sure that they're even. It's a little technique trick that I have come up with. If you connect that, it should be a straight line, and it will tell you that you got your brows off or not. Okay, so you see how they look all cleaner on the bottom, and I'm gonna go ahead and bring some down just to kind of use it like to prime the lid, getting it ready for my eyeshadow. And don't worry guys, we're gonna blend this out. And there's no right or wrong way of doing things. This is just how I do it, okay? So I'm going to do, I'm going to go along the top now. This is also a reason why I do my eyebrows before my face products, is so I can clean my brows up. Now, I don't do this every day, but most of the time I do, unless I'm just in a hurry. Okay, so I feel like this brow has a little bit more of an arch and a little thicker here than that one. So that's an easy fix. I'm just going to go right back in to that brow powder and just add a little more. And voila, we're good. And I'm just going to kind of go in the middle here. I'm I'm going to take a sponge. Usually just like a little small sponge I have, and I'm going to blend it out on my lid. Sorry, I haven't been reading everything. I'm horrible at videos, to be honest. I get to, in the moment, it's hard to talk, and I can't chew gum and walk at the same time. So I can't do my makeup and talk to y'all at the same time. I'm going in with a damp sponge. This is clean. I just washed it, but for some reason, it's like hard to get every single little bit of foundation out. So, okay. So we have a little unevenness here, and see, this is where I spend the most time. I'm just going to take my spoolie back over that. Okay, we're going to move on. Forget it. If it was not me doing a video right now, I would be going back and forth on my brows to make them perfect. Alright, so I'm going to put a little bit of powder on my lid. This is just a compact powder in the shade Ivory. This is the lightest shade, I believe. And I'm just going to kind of go over my lid a little to kind of set that area, and so when I put my eyeshadow on, it's not going to like stick and be patchy. We want it to kind of glide over your lid. You use Jane Iredale, Brittany? Awesome. I don't know many people that do, and I'm glad I'm getting to do this so I could use it more. Okay. Red Bull sponsor. Okay. So, we're going to go in with eyeshadow. Another thing, girls, if you have a lot of dark circles under your eyes, I don't really have a lot. You can use this peachy, kind of, peachier, what is it, color corrector to diminish those dark circles, and that would be a good time to put on, you know, before your foundation. But I'm going to go in now with the Come Fly With Me eyeshadow kit. It is the newest kit that she just came out with recently. It's very pretty. It's got that one semi-matte shade there. The rest are a little more shimmery, and then there's that really pretty highlighter shade. Comes with a brush, and this is a $59 palette. I believe that's the price on most of her little palettes. She doesn't have really a large palette, but this is just really good for a simple everyday look. Especially for beginners, or if Jane Iredale is, I think, more to have that natural type of look. It's not to cover up your face and what beauty you have. It's to bring out what beauty you already have. It kind of enhances that with still looking like you have skin, but it covers up a little of the bad, you know. Okay. Great for acne, yeah. It is. All skin types. Great for young girls up to aging skin. It helps for dry skin. It's really good. So, okay, we're gonna go in with like a little fluffy brush. I don't even know. Oh, this is a BH Cosmetic brush. we're going to go in with that brown or that tan shade right here first. That's I'm going to use it like a transition shade. And we're just going to go right into the crease. But I'm going to kind of bring it up a little bit towards my brow bone. And this is just, I'm using it as a transition shade. Kind of contouring the eye, kind of giving it more of an illusion that it's a little larger, or that you're I don't know what word I'm looking for. I don't know what I'm saying, I just know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm trying to say. So, pigmentation, loving it. It's blending really good. You notice I'm not going in like, you know, like a harsh windshield wiper motion. I'm kind of laying my brush kind of flat up against my eye, bringing it out a little bit to the end of the brow here, and then kind of in the corner as well. This is a natural, everyday look that I'm doing, girls. But you can also vamp it up with that black, too, for nighttime. Next, I am going to go in. And I should have cleaned my brushes. I'm going to just use a I should have cleaned my brushes. So I'm wiping them on a towel. Just a quick little bird bath. I do have some brush cleaner spray somewhere around here. Yeah. Jane Iredale also carries a brush cleaner. Okay, I just grabbed this kind of like a flatter, fluffy brush. Going in with that darker shade of brown. And what I'm going to do now is kind of create a V. And there are several different ways to do eyeshadow, but this is just something, this is one way of doing it. This is going to help to make your eyes kind of open up in the center and kind of raise them up, make them look more open. This side is always the harder side. Like, I can get this one so good. I guess it's because I'm right-handed. And then when I go to this side, it's like it never looks the same. So, kind of like creating a V. And then now, what that fuzzy is, rude. I'm just going to kind of blend it. This is really pretty. It has like, I don't know if you can see when the light hits it, it's not a shimmer, it's still like a matte, but it has like these little gold specks in it. That is pretty. This is her newest palette that she has come out with. Okay, so looking great over here. I just got a little too much product, I think, on this side, so I'm just going to go back in it with that other blending brush and just kind of tone down those edges. And that's okay. You can always fix it. And I don't know if you can tell, I'm also kind of blending it in a little bit with the other transition shade that I applied first. Okay, so good enough. Now I'm going to go onto the lid. I'm going to grab like a flatter brush. I have so many to choose from. I'm trying to find a clean one. I have like 3-4 buckets of brushes, and I really need to get my crap together. That one may work. Okay, it's kind of like a little, kind of flat, but not too flat. I'm gonna go in with that lighter shimmer shade here. I'm going to swatch that just so we can see how it swatches. Really pigmented, very pretty. I'm going to swatch it on my arm. Sorry if the lighting is horrible. But that is really pretty. Some people may even can use that as a highlighter. So we're going to go on the lid with this. Just straight on to here. Beautiful. Very subtle shimmer. Very natural, pretty look. Just gonna go right there on the lid where I didn't have any product. Do the other side. Quick and easy, 3 steps. Okay, and then I'm going to just take another brush here with a little bit of that transition brown and just kind of pop it right there, and just to blend those so it's not like harsh and it just looks like it just flows together. Actually, I'm going to pick back up that darker brown too and just put a little more there in the corner. This is where you could, if you wanted, I'm not going to do it though, grab a little bit of that black shimmery shade and pop just a little bit here, like create a V, but just don't go out as much, just like a little bit here. You could also line your top line with it. I'll probably use it to line my lower lash line, but I'm going to wait until I get my face on. Also, I'm going to swatch this light. Okay, so this is the highlighter shade. Just wanting to see how it swatched before I put it on. It's pretty too, and you can also use that on your lid if you wanted. But I'm gonna highlight my brow bone with it. I have this super cute little mini fan brush, and it is the absolute best for highlighting your brow bone. So we're just gonna put a little bit here. And I usually take my finger and just kind of do that, and so it blends together and it's just not too harsh. Sorry if I'm using the same words over and over. I don't know what other word to use. And do that. Okay. That's pretty much it for the eyeshadow. We might come back once we get our foundation on. I might come back and pop a little shimmer here in the corner. Okay, this is where the hard part's coming in. I'm going to use this brown liquid eyeliner in the shade Black Brown. So it is, I swatched it the other day on my hand, and it dried down to a really pretty brown black matte, and it stayed on very well. I washed my hands twice. It didn't even come off. It was up here. So I had to kind of scrub it off. So it works just as good as a lot of the other stuff that I've got from Sephora. So I was impressed. But since I am not a pro yet at this, and I haven't used this type of liquid liner, oh my god, I'm gonna use these little stickers, and this is what I'm just gonna apply it here to help me kind of guide that eyeliner. And this is not something Jane has. This is something by Elf that was like $1. Okay, so I'm just going to use that there. And if you don't have these at home, and you aren't good at winged liner, you could just use tape. I don't recommend it because when you pull it off, it hurts, or it pulls a lot of your, it pulls your skin. But I used to use that until I found these, and these are a lot better. So Jane, we need you to come up with some eye stickers. Alright, so we're gonna dip into this liquid eyeliner, and I'm so scared I want to mess up. Okay, I may not be able to talk. I'm just going to go straight across first. So I just did like a straight line across. It wasn't too bad. It's not too hard. I feel like I'm going to like the black better, but brown's good too. So I'm just going to kind of bring out the wing here. Connect it. Oh my gosh, it's so different. I do feel like I have to go over it a couple times. But once it is drying pretty quickly. I'm sorry that y'all can't see. Okay, so you can see now. Oh, I hope that's placed right. I'm going to wait a minute and let it dry before I take it off. This is where I would be careful if anyone has like a hooded eye, to keep your eyes up until it dries, because if that hood touches, or if you open and look up, it's probably going to transfer until it dries. But it dried really, really fast. So, like, it's done. It's dry now. That wasn't even where I touched. Yeah. It's pretty good. Okay, I'm just going to go on and do the other side. Bear with me. Okay, so I felt it easier to just go ahead and start here and just go out instead of starting where I did. This is the hard eye every time. And I probably could do the eyeliner without these stickers. I don't know. I just feel like I don't have as much control with these. She has other eyeliners though that have the that you can sharpen. I can't remember if she has a retractable, but I don't remember seeing any liquid. But if you go online to Jane Iredale, you can see what all that she carries, and if it's not even, it's okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and take this tape off. Can I grab it all? Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm satisfied. Let that dry a little bit. I need one of those fans. I keep seeing these YouTubers with either it's like a battery operated one that they just and like blow their face like all fancy, or they pull out these fans that like they're gonna break out in some salsa dance. Those things. Ow! They usually don't stick that much. My golly. A little bit on my lashes. So that looks pretty good. I feel like that is a something that I could get used to doing every day. Now it's the fun part. We're gonna jump into the foundation, and she carries a lightweight liquid foundation that's very sheer coverage, good for dry skin or someone that just doesn't like to have a lot of makeup on. She carries the full coverage matte, which is what I'm going to use. It's called Beyond Matte. It is her newest foundation. It is in the shade M6. Let's pray it matches. And she carries like a BB cream, pretty full coverage for a BB cream, SPF, good for any combination skin, average, you know, a large range of shades. Is that it? She has like a dream tint. It's like a tinted moisturizer. And of course her loose mineral powders. She has compact powders, matte and original. She has I can't remember if that's all the foundations or not, but that's pretty much it. Close to it. Okay, so we already primed. We used our Jane Iredale Smooth Affair facial primer and brightener, and now I'm gonna go ahead and I think I'm ready to go. You can always do mascara and stuff, but I'll wait until after. So this is one of the testers that you know, that Vitality's management let me bring home so I could do this. Not sure if this has got a lot of product in it, because I didn't even think about checking it till I got home. But it does have a pump, which is awesome. I might have to take off the lid and take some out this way and put it on my hand maybe. Her foundation brush is the, oh, I hope there's enough in here. I'm gonna die if it's not. Okay, good. Okay. If y'all can see this or not, but I just dumped a little bit out in my hand like that. I'm sure you could use any sort of like kabuki brush, or I think the type of brush that's recommended is like a more of a brush like this. I'm gonna use a beauty blender just because that's what I prefer. Well, not, this is actually an elf sponge, but we're gonna use this and see how it does. Ooh, pretty good coverage. I think the shade is gonna be okay. I have a lot of redness. I think I'm just flushed just from where I cleanse my face and put on my moisturizer, and it'll do that. And this may oxidize a little, but it looks like a pretty good shade. Okay, so this is supposed to be a matte, good for oily to combination skin, but I have tried this once before and it did look dewy to me, but after you let it settle, it does matten up a little, and two, once I get my concealer and powder on and everything, it'll matten up. So it's blending out pretty good. Really, actually, it's blending really good. And I am a full coverage girl. So to me, this is more, I think, like a medium to buildable. it's still peeking through some of my redness here, which is, I don't even know why I'm really red, but I am kind of hot. Might have a lot to do with it. I'm gonna get a little bit more. This is what it looks like so far, and I mean, it matches my neck really well, but I may could have gotten a darker shade, but it will probably oxidize some. I'm just gonna kind of go over that a little bit more of where the redness was, and then I'm gonna get my forehead. I really like that primer, by the way. So this foundation is going to cover up too a lot where I had the concealer around my eyebrows. How y'all like my lips, y'all? They too big, be honest, or do y'all like it? I got some lip filler for the first time a few months ago, and I'm obsessed. I didn't even know that my lips needed lip filler. I've always been told that my lips were pretty and full, until I got lip filler, and I was like, wow, my lips needed that. It really helped. What I love the most about it is I was really kind of embarrassed of my smile just because it showed a lot of my gums, especially on this side, and I just had a really big smile that's why I don't smile a lot. I don't know if you've noticed. I'm not stuck up, I promise. I'm just kind of like a mono face. Like, I got that RBF syndrome, and I don't mean to. It's usually if I'm deep in thought. It's like I said, I can't chew gum and walk at the same time. So when I smile now, it like covers the gums, and it used to show so much, so it really helps. So even if you aren't looking for filler, like you don't want that artificial or superficial look, like you have fake lips, but if you have maybe a really gummy smile, it can help. So Vitality does a really good job with that. Brittany Herman is a nurse there. She's Grace's nurse. Grace McLaurin is the owner of Vitality, and Brittany is actually Grace's nurse, and she was trained under Grace, so she's awesome. Brittany did my lips, and so she's now a official injector nurse. So if you are interested, they do free consultations, and you can call up there and make an appointment. It's complimentary, and you could book with Brittany, and she's doing amazing work. And that's it. That's all I got. So foundation still looks like skin, but it covered. And I think once I get my concealer on and my powder, it's gonna look great. So she carries several different concealers. This is her fuller coverage concealer. It's called Disappear. It is in the shade Light because I like to have a really highlighted look under my eyes. It just brightens up and makes me look awake, and it's really pretty. So it comes out in like a little squirty tube like this. You can probably just go straight onto the eye and spread it out, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to put it on a brush. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use my little mini beauty blender. I'm going to put a dollop of Daisy, no, just kidding, on my face, or under my eye, and just kind of bring it out. And you know, honestly, what we could use too is that little double thingy. So if you don't want to buy two concealers and you need some color corrector and you want a concealer, I feel like you could use that and it's going to cover really well too. I'm going to just do one eye first just to see how it does. This is a really yellowy undertone, which I love because it brightens. I'm just going to see how this works. Okay, so I honestly feel like these concealers are going to work better to cover up blemishes. I don't feel like I'm getting a lot of what I'm not getting what I'm looking for. But I feel like because she does have other shades, like if I had some blemishes like here, I could have put it on before my foundation. I'm gonna try putting a little bit there and see what happens. I'm just testing this out, guys. It's the first time I've used it. Don't judge me. I'm using the fingers. Sometimes concealer works better with the warmth of your finger. Okay, let's try using that Circle and Delete in the shade 2. Gonna go in with my finger. I'm gonna go on this side just to see. Yeah, I think that's gonna cover more. It's gonna brighten like I'm looking for. Yeah, I think so. We're gonna just go back over that a little bit. I'm gonna just go down a little bit on the center of my nose here and my chin. You can probably just use a brush too, like a little flat edge brush, or straight in with your a sponge. Jane does have a sponge. It's called a flock sponge, and it reminds me of those. It's kind of like, it reminds me of like those Blenifold, I think, by Tati that just came out that everyone is raving about, and I really want to try that, but I don't know about it. That looks way better. Okay. And I have done some makeovers on some clients there at Vitality, and I remember this is usually what I use, and it does do better. I'm gonna go in the center of my brows just a little, and on the forehead, just kind of spread it out. The reason I'm putting concealer in these areas is highlighting. Christina, oh okay, yes, I remember you buying the flock sponge, and I was like, we didn't have any or something. I'm gonna try that. I need to get one of those, and then I'll do another video and see how it works. Okay, so looking pretty good. I'm going to go back to that Ivory mineral pure press powder. Ivory is the lightest shade. I grabbed it because, like I said, I do like to really highlight underneath my eyes. Oh, that zip is so ugly. Like, it's like red as hell. I'm just gonna grab a little brush like that. We're gonna dip it into our little brow compact, I think. And I've been up since like 6:30 this morning, and I'm starting to. That looks good. Okay, I'm happy. So Bradley had to get some surgery done on his mouth this morning, and so I've been up early, and normally Saturdays it's like the day to sleep in, and I did not get to sleep in today, and I have not had a nap, and I have been in the kitchen cooking. I made some homemade vegetable beef soup And it is the best vegetable beef soup that I have ever had in my entire life. Not gonna lie. Not even lying. And I don't even know why it was so good. Well, yeah, actually I do. But I can't tell you my secret. That looks really good. So it doesn't look dry and cakey under the eyes, and it didn't darken. A lot of times I'll put on like a translucent powder under my eyes, and it like turns it like 4 shades darker. I'm like, what the hell? Like I want it to look light underneath. That did really good. I'm impressed. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't look like I have a bunch of makeup caked on my face. Okay, Jane Iredale, I see you. I see you. We're going to go over the rest of the face with this loose powder. It is in the shade Natural. It is like a mineral powder, kind of like Bare Minerals, but this is better. This is better. Take my word for it. I never know what type of brush to use for this. I feel like when I use a big old fluffy brush that I end up losing half my product and my shirt gets it. I'm doing a lot of videos. This is Bradley. Say hello, Bradley.
Hey, Bradley.
He's feeling a little better. But
proud of you.
What? For what?
Keep doing your thing, girl.
Oh. He's so crazy. So, I don't never know whether if I use like a big fluffy brush, I feel like with loose powder, it gets everywhere. But when I use something too dense, it just like wham, it just puts too much and then you gotta blend it out. So this one kind of works pretty good. It's kind of like an in-between. And I have figured out, and when I go into a loose powder, I dip it in and then I dust it off. Boom, boom. And then instead of just going in, I'm going to like press it under the skin first. And then I can start blending it out. And that looks so good. Y'all probably can't see what I see, but that literally like blurred my skin. And it just looks really pretty. You see, I don't know if you can still see I'm dewy here. I'm gonna like, that color is good. Like it's still, it still looks like my skin, but it's airbrushing my face. I can't explain it. It's not like too powdery. It's not too matte. And it doesn't look like the Bare Minerals. I'm so happy that this turned out so good. I was so nervous because I'm like, what if I hate it? This looks amazing. I can't even explain this. Okay, I'm going to go around my nose too. And kind of go over a little bit. Under my eyes. I'm just going to bring it down. Always do your jawline. You don't want like this harsh line. But this is matching awesome. And it's hard to match my skin. I think it's hard to match anybody's skin, honestly. I just keep on getting more because I like it. Oh my god. Okay, I can't wait until I get done with the bronzer part. Okay. Thank you. Loving that. That is actually a cool undertone. And I never use cool undertones. I'm usually a neutral. But that's like a cooler. That was in the cooler category. Alright. Now, let's see. I'm going to use this to I actually have 2 different types of bronzers. This is actually a compact shade. Leave me
I'm
alone.
just checking it out, you know.
This is actually like a powder compact, like that. Like this is ivory. This is in the shade Rivera. So for like a little darker skin tone, this is probably what I would use all over my face in the summertime. Get out of here. He wants to show off his teeth. Oh my god. Go.
Okay. One more time.
Oh my god, look, I've been doing laundry. I'm cleaning today. I've been having to take care of him like he's a little baby. And you see all this laundry right here? I was in the midst of folding that. You can't. Oh my god. I should have let Bradley let me put makeup on you, Bradley.
Crazy. I already went through enough today. No, man.
Can I share with him what you did? What?
Yeah.
I told him you had surgery on your mouth.
Yeah.
So he had to have all of his teeth pulled out. And he got new teeth. So he's had a traumatic experience. I think he's feeling good on pain pills.
A little messed up right now.
My nose is watering. Oh my god. Okay, let me go. These people are wanting to see me do makeup. They don't want to see you.
Oh, yeah, they do. What's up?
You can't even see your face.
Oh.
Smile. Don't they look so good?
Right.
Like, I'm jealous. He's got better teeth than I do.
I didn't have teeth for damn 10 years.
Ugh, hate you.
Love you.
Hate you.
Really?
Okay, so we're going to use this as kind of like a contour or bronzer, I guess. I'm going to use this to, you know what? We're just going to wing it. Okay, I think I'm going to use this like where I would usually put like my bronzer or, yeah. I'm going to use it like I'm using a bronzer, not to contour with. So we're just going to go in like kind of like a fluffy brush. And like I said, Jane Iredale has her own brushes. This is normally a face powder for the whole face. But I'm using it. I'm going to use it. I'm just going to pat it in first to see how it looks. I'm just going to kind of warm the skin up a little. Okay, yeah. Go on the forehead. You want to go in kind of like a C-shaped motion here. You can use this with, you know, a normal bronzer. This is, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to kind of bring it. We're going to always get the temple area. Honestly, I don't know why, but it just, I seen the girls doing it on YouTube, and it just looks good. And I don't really know what that does, because I used to not ever put it in my temples. Oh, and that looks so good. Yes, girl, yes. Okay, we're going to go on the nose a little bit. I don't know why my nose is like starting to run. It's probably allergies. And it is snowing at my house. I don't know if it's snowing at anybody else's house, but it's snowing at mine. Now, this is where we get rid of that. We're going to disappear it. This is a eraser. You don't want to put very much, but just kind of do that. Sharpen up that jawline and bring it down. We're erasing that double chin. We don't need all that. We got one chin. We don't need two. I need some help. I'm getting old, guys. I'm getting this jowls. Okay. Looking great. Hey, Shayna. So that really just like warmed everything up. I don't look fair anymore. Now we're gonna go into the actual bronzer. This has a highlighter side and it has like a matte bronzer. If you want to have like an all over bronze glow, you can mix them together, or you can just use just this and then use this as a highlighter. I'll show you. So I'm gonna go in with like a kind of more of a smaller brush, not so fat, and I'm gonna kind of use this as a contour shade. So I used the other powder to bronze, and this is gonna use, I'm gonna use this to kind of contour. So we're just gonna kind of go along this area. We're not gonna bring it all up in here and all crazy. We're just gonna put a little here, and that's kind of creating a shadow. Nothing too heavy-handed. And I am gonna go up just a little bit into that hairline and straight across. And the same thing on this side. Now this can be used too, like all over like I did, but this is just the way I wanted to do it. Like I said, girls, there is no right or wrong way. You come up with your own. So since I have a longer nose, to shorten the nose, you're supposed to put a little more like contour or bronzer on the end, and it's supposed to give the illusion that your nose is shorter. But it don't. No. Oh, another little trick, if you put a little bit of bronzer here on that lower part of your lip, it gives an illusion that you have a shadow underneath there, that your lip is so big that it has created its own shadow, and it makes it look powdier. I don't really need it, but you know, I don't know if you can see that a little bit, maybe. Yeah, no. Oh, and then you can also go down the bridge of each side of your nose just to do a little bit of contour there. Especially, I really don't need it because my nose is already so thin and long. But if you have like a fatter nose, this will give it an illusion that it's thinner and longer. Okay, now we're going to use that highlighter that's in the little compact by itself as a highlighter. We're gonna get a highlighter brush. This is something I always use for my highlight. One of the brushes I use, and then I'll use this one. So either one of these. This one's gonna kind of get it, make it more like precise, like in an area. This one's gonna look a little more natural, kind of like flowy in like a bigger area, I guess. Okay, so I'm just gonna go right into this and just go right here on top of that cheekbone, and then kind of blend it out like that. You can see it, it's pretty. I'm gonna do the other side, and this is a little golden. So if you're really fair, it might not be the best bronzer color for you. I'm gonna go, I always like to go down the bridge of my nose and on my chin. I will do a little bit here on my Cupid's bow as well, but I'm actually gonna use something else right there. This is the new blush in the shade Queen Bee. It's pretty. Love this color, and I have not got to use it yet, so this is my first time. It's got these little bitty flakes of gold in it, just like some of the eyeshadow did. Thanks, girl. Thank you, Bryce. You're so nice. Okay. Blush brush. This is my favorite blush brush. Say that 3 times fast. Because it's so like really light and fluffy, so it doesn't pick up a whole lot of product, and blush scares the shit out of me because, like, let's say your brush is like too dense and you pick up blush and you get, oh, and it's like, oh my god. So this lets you put on a little bit at a time and you can build it up, as opposed to trying to take away. It's hard. So I'm gonna go in with this. So always put blush. You see that? That's an apple. That's called the apples of your cheeks. And a lot of people make the mistake of putting blush over here where your bronzer is supposed to go. So we don't want blush here. Blush's objective is to give yourself some color to the cheeks, so that you look like you have some blood flowing in your face, or that you've been pinched by your Aunt Bethel or something. Okay, so, but you're just going to kind of fluff it on there. You can smile if you want. And then you can kind of ease it up into it. Okay? You feel me? You can even dab a little bit there since it's cold outside. And you can make it look like, you know, you got a little cold nose. Beautiful. Love it. My face is looking so healthy and glowy. It's not overdone. It doesn't feel like I even have makeup on. I'm just so happy with it. One thing I'm going to do, because I'm extra, is I'm going to go back into this powder here, this compact powder in the shade Ivory. And I am going to put a little bit right here to sharpen up that contour, and I'm just going to kind of put a little bit right there. So you see the difference there, how that made that look a little bit more like, I like a really intense contour where it looks like I actually contoured and I didn't just put bronzer all over my face. I like to see that break up there, and I'll bring it down too. It's just something that I do. I've also seen a lot of times, if I'm really trying to be extra, I'll use a sponge, a dry sponge with like a flat edge, and I'll dip it into a loose powder, and I'll do this right here and kind of let it bake and then dust it away. That's only if I'm, you know, really trying to be drag that day. Okay, moving on. How does everybody like it so far? Vitality is, yeah, I did get my lip filler at Vitality, and that Vitality Anti-Aging Center is in the Moretz Mills building in Hickory. As soon as it's on Lenoir Boulevard, and as soon as Lenoir crosses over Tate Boulevard, it's on your left, and it's like a big brick building. There's Vitality and Boca. There's Southside Gym. It's all in the same building. It's really easy to find. If you want an appointment, just call up there, and I'll get you in for a free consultation. If you're interested in lip filler, whatever it is you're interested in, you just let us know. Thank you, Lori. Okay. I think this Red Bull has got me hot. What am I gonna do next? Okay, I think what we need to do is our mascara. No, we're gonna do some color in the lower lashes. My foot's falling asleep. We're gonna take that black shade. Instead of using liner on the lower waterline, I'm gonna use some eyeshadow. Just gotta try to find a brush that's dirty, but we're gonna clean it. Okay, I am going to spray my brush with this Palmiest. It's a hydration spray by Jane. Awesome, awesome. People buy this a lot. And I'll tell you a little bit more about it in just a minute, but I'm just going to spray my brush with that just to help pick up more pigment so there's not a lot of fallout when I do go into this. Thanks, Sarah. Oh my gosh, I hear Bradley watching me on the other room. That's too weird. Okay, so we're just going to go on the lower lash line, not in your waterline, but just right under here. And I want you to look at the difference this makes from one eye to the other. It just literally opened my eye up so much. You don't have to do that. And then I'm going to go back with another little brush just to kind of smooth that out so that it's not, I was trying to say a cuss word. I was trying to say, I was going to say hell, but then I was trying to say poo and it come out who. See, I had a little bit of fallout here and it looks like I have a black eye, so we're just going. Who? It's okay. It's alright. We ain't going nowhere. I don't like that bad. That's why I spray my brush. Maybe I should spray a little bit more for the next one. Maybe I just shouldn't pick up so much powder or so much eyeshadow. Let's try this again. Right under there. See? That's what I was trying to do. Then go back and smudge it out. You get the idea, folks. You get the idea. You could still go into your waterline with you could still go into your waterline with an eyeliner pencil. I usually like to use a sharpen one. My eyebrows bugging the crap out of me. Y'all see that little hole? It's okay. I'm just kind of dusting off some fallout there. Okay. We are going to use Jane. Jane has a mascara primer. I'm obsessed with it. It doesn't matter what mascara you put. And I have, you know, worked at Sephora before. And I have used a lot of mascara primers. Mascara primers like the white. A lot of places sell it. All the, you know, you find it, you know, Walmart, CVS, Sephora. There's all kinds of different brands. And it's just to kind of prime your lashes first, like gives it a coat, and then you put mascara over it. And normally what I like to do, now this is small because this is a test, this is a sample. And for, what's the word I'm looking, oh my god, I cannot find words. Something clean, like to be clean and not spread germs. Oh, I can't think of the word. I didn't want to use the big one, the tester that we have in the store, because I wanted to kind of get more of the you know, this one is kind of like the same as the one that comes in the actual product. And when you use one of those disposable ones, you're not getting the full effect of the product. And this is my personal little primer. So, sanitary, yes, God. Yes, for sanitary reasons. I did not want to use the big one that the store has. And I've used the crap out of this. So, it is going to make your eyelashes white, but you won't have to use as much product when you go to apply your mascara. And I did not grab a mascara from Jane, so I'm just going to use this. Is not just a primer either. It's actually a conditioner and an eyelash enhancer. Like, it helps your lashes grow and it conditions them. So, you know, like I said too before in the beginning of the video, all of her products are beneficial to your skin in some way. It's a skincare line, but it's makeup. So everything is gonna, let me tell you. While this dries, I'm gonna tell you what I'm trying to say. So Jane was inspired to develop a makeup that was good for the skin by her career in the entertainment industry, where she saw actresses and models struggling with the ill effects of the many kinds of makeup they wore. Her experience in working with women whose careers depended on a clear complexion allowed her to see how skin disorders and sensitivities not only threatened careers but also destroyed self-confidence. Jane has always thought of makeup as an essential part of a woman's sense of well-being, and she wanted to make that easy to achieve. That's why her mineral powders are a foundation, powder, concealer, and sunscreen all in one, and why every product in the line is multifunctional. Her goal is to make products look good, feel good, and are good for the skin. Products must be easy to apply. Oh, that's not what I was trying to find. What was I looking for? Okay. I don't even know. But I'm just going to put on a mascara. I don't have... This is just something that I always use. Now that this is dry, I'm going to go... I should have done one eye with the primer and one eye without it. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Why didn't I think of that? Okay, I'm going to start all over. I'll see you back in a minute. No, I'm just kidding. And I'm not even going nowhere today. This is my day for my face to breathe and not have to wear makeup. And I'm doing this for y'all. I'm a good friend. So, normally, I have to put on a lot of coats. But with this primer, I literally just had to do one coat. I don't think I would double dip, did I? Did I double dip? I don't remember. My lashes, they're not that long, normally. You couldn't even see my lashes a while ago when I didn't have nothing on them. It looked like I had no lashes. Can you see? It's awful. And I hate wearing false lashes, girls. I hate it. I have several pair, but it's just, it's time consuming. And no matter what I do, I can still see the lashes and I feel the lashes. And about 8 hours into the day, wearing them all day, they start to itch and I just want to rip them out of my eyeballs. But they look so pretty. I don't see how girls wear lashes every day. And when I love wearing them. If I'm getting fancy and dolled up for whatever reason, I wear them. Beauty's pain. I will struggle with the itching and not being able to half see. But I would just rather have a mascara that looks good. I think I did one coat. Oh, I thought I'd touch my face. But that's pretty good. I'm going to go a little bit on the lower lash line. I don't like to do a whole lot. I love falsies too. I like the way they look, and when I do like a really dramatic eye and I put those on, like it just creates, I don't know, like it enhances the look so much. I'm not gonna take that out yet. I still have to do my lips, and I'm also going to show you this little thing. Oh my god, this is so cool. 24 karat gold dust shimmer powder in the shade gold. It's this little pod, and it's got these beautiful little loose glitters in it. So I feel like this is so pretty to use like for prom girls And or if you're just extra and you really want that extra highlight like I do, I am going to spray my brush again with the Palm Mist, and I am going to go dabble into this and use this to put right there in the corner of my eyes to give that little pop. Instead of using like a highlighter, this is what I'm using in place of it. Hold on, I gotta get a little bit more, I'm scared to get too much. And it is gold. I think she might carry other shades. We just didn't have any at the store. You can also probably put some here on your brow bone, but I've already highlighted the area, so I'm not going to worry about it. But it just does a little bit of pop there. And I'm going to put a little bit more using this little brush here. You could probably put this on your lids. Like, it can be used for a lot of things. You could probably mix it in with like a bottle of setting spray and spray your whole face with it, and you can have like glitter all over the place. Or you could even put it on your chest and highlight your collarbones. So I'm just going to put a little bit here just to give a little bit of extra highlight. And on my Cupid's bow, I'm not getting much of this. Like, I'm literally just getting what was in the lid and like barely any from it, because I just don't want to like overdo it. Plus it is gold and it might be a little bit dark. I'm gonna go down the bridge of my nose and on my Cupid's bow. That just gave me even more of like this glowy, healthy, youthful skin looking whatever. And a top off, this is where I'm going to use the Palm Mist hydration spray over the whole. This is kind of like, you can use this before your makeup or after your makeup or throughout the day if you feel like you need to refresh. And it is just going to melt. It smells so good. It smells so clean. I can't explain it. And it's just going to help kind of soak in all those goodies that you just put on your face. And I'm going to take a sponge, and this is where I like to just kind of pat in my face. Most people just spray, walk away, leave it. I like to just kind of pat in so it just melts it in a little more. This also helps my makeup stay on longer. I normally use like a rose water, but what brand is the glitter I just hopped on? Everything I just used literally is Jane Iredale. This was the little glitter pod. It's so pretty. It's in the shade Gold. And Jane Iredale, you can purchase. I'm going to show you the little glitter. Jane Iredale, you can purchase at Vitality Anti-Aging Center, where I work, in Hickory on Lenorine Boulevard. And you can go in there, and there's like this little gondola with all the products, and you can have the testers, and you can play with it. And if you need help finding a shade, I'm there Monday through Friday and one Saturday a month, and I can help you out. You can also call and set up a consultation with me, and I can do your makeup. And the consultation itself, or the makeover itself, is actually no charge. But if you spend, I think, $30 or more on products, I might be wrong, it's like $25. I really need to get my shit together. I'll have to ask for sure, because I don't really know. Most people just buy stuff when I do it, but alright, so oh, sorry, my lip's peeling. Usually I scrub my lips with some lip scrub that also Vitality carries, but it's not Jane. It's a Hydrolux. I think it's, oh my gosh, my mind went blank, but I just don't have it on hand. I'm just gonna kind of use like a little chapstick right now to go over my lips. Maybelline's little baby lip chapstick. Love it. Just to hydrate the lips before I apply the lipstick. I feel like I'm forgetting something on my eyes. I don't know. My eyebrows look pretty good. Lip liner, I'm gonna go in with the shade Nude. I don't know why people say that. I'm gonna go in with this. I'm gonna put this on my lips, y'all, in the shade Nude. Love the idea of I don't know why I don't like retractable lip liners. I like the ones that you can sharpen, because you can get it as, I like for the point to be sharp and not, it's like the retractables, it's not quite as sharp as I want it, and it almost looks, I don't know, like I want my lip liner to be more precise. This probably should be sharpened, but it's okay for now. So, alright, so we're going to start out on the lower lid, on the bottom. And just kind of connect corner to center. And we're going to go here and kind of go up a little. Same thing on this side. A trick I've learned from where I did work at Sephora was when you're putting on lip liner, not to drag it down. To do, if you start from here and go up, it's giving it an illusion that your lips are pressed up. I don't know why. I don't know what makes that different. And also if you create an X here, from here to there, I'm gonna get closer. And this is not a very bright shade, so you might not be able to see. It's like a neutral brown. You just create like my lips are already so pink that lip liners or lipsticks and lip liners, just like I have to get darker shades that doesn't show up. And then you connect that you know, that like V there and there. And then I'm going to fill in the corners. Here and here. Okay, so it's like a brown nude color. And it goes with this look because I was wanting it to be really neutral. So this is some lipsticks. She carries several different kinds, but this is Lip Fixation in the shade Compulsion. So it's a double-ended lipstick, which I really love. This is a liquid lipstick. It's going to dry down to a matte finish, and it's going to stain your lips. It's not going to come off. It's supposed to be kiss-proof, and like if you eat and drink and stuff, it's not going to come off unless you really, really wipe it off. So it should last a pretty good long while. And I don't know why I smell stuff, but it doesn't have a bad smell. And then the other side is a gloss, and it does, now it's, I think this is a tester, so it may have been kind of double dipped there from, I don't know what happened, but it is a gloss. So if you don't like that really matte look, or if you have really dry lips, you can go over it with a little gloss. And I feel like matte used to be so in, and here lately it's like everybody wants really glossy lips, and I'm kind of like either way, whatever I'm feeling that day, or how it depends on if my lips are dry. But I am going to use like a little disposable wand for sanitary reasons. If I can find it. Yeah. So I'm just going to go in with, the tip is the same, it's just clean. There's enough in there. So I'm just going to go on, again, start at the bottom. That matches really well. You just fill in like a coloring book. And it will dry down after a few minutes. And I am not going to use the gloss. I'm just going to leave it like that. So it's a really pretty neutral nude shade for me. Oh, I got a new trash can. I don't have a bag in it. Riley brought me, it's the little things that count, guys. It's the little things. I got so excited over a trash can. Like, I've been needing a little trash can for my vanity. And I've literally been using boxes. Not boxes, but like gift bags as a trash can. Because I'm too lazy to get my fat ass up and go throw it away in the bathroom, which is like 2 feet from me. But, I've been wanting one of them little silver trash cans that when you put your foot on it, the lid pops up. And I don't have a bag in it, so I can't throw this in there. Probably spent $10, $15 on it. Picked me up from work the other day, and he had me a trash can. He's like, I got a surprise for you. And I was like, what? And he showed me a trash can. I was like, oh my God! And it's the little things, guys. Like, if you or some men out there listening to this, listen to your woman. It might be the stupidest thing, but listen. If you even have to put a little note in your phone or write it down, take a picture, I'll get it. No, I'm just kidding. Pay attention to what she says, and then surprise her. Because I've been complaining that I needed a trash can, and he remembered that, and he decided one day to buy me a trash can. So I'm going to show it to you. And see, it's just a little trash can. Oh my God, it's perfect. You just, whoop. Welcome. Thanks, babe. Alright, so that is it, I think. And if I wanted to really darken my eyes up for nighttime, I would go in. I would pop on some of that black right here into the corners and use like a sharpened tip eyeliner and go in my waterline. Because sometimes I look a little weird without it. I don't know. And I'm going to share one more thing with you. It has nothing to do with Jane Iredale. But I don't know if you could tell that my hair looked like just a little bit more fuller or a little bit more longer. I don't know if anybody could tell anything different. But I am wearing this hairpiece, y'all. It is thanks to Shayna. She gave it to me. Closet clean out. And it's a Jessica Simpson. I'm not sure where she purchased it or how expensive it is, but it's pretty good. It's a 22-inch clip-in. And she gave me a straight one, and she gave me a curly one. And she's not a brunette anymore. Shayna's my front office manager at Vitality. And so you just literally like pull half your hair up, and the clip, it's not even like, I don't know how to explain it. It goes in a circle. So you like you pull up half your hair, and then the bottom part you're supposed to twirl up and kind of tack up here with bobby pins, but I didn't do that. I just left it down, and I just clip like in a circle around, and it feels so real. It's not heavy on my head. It's not pulling, and it just gave me a little more volume, and it about 3 inches longer, maybe even more. The shade matches perfect. You cannot even tell. Like, there's some pieces in my natural hair color that looks, when brunettes have that, like, little bit of red shine through, but that's just, like, the top layer, and it looks good. I'm happy with it. You can even put your hair behind your ears. So awesome. So, if you see me getting in a fight, and you see me start trying to pull some clips out of my head, that's what it is. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so I guess that's it. I'm gonna get off here. This has probably been the longest 2 hours of your life. I don't even know how long I've been on here, honestly. But I hope you really enjoyed the show and the makeup. If if you have any questions about the products. Prices, I have a whole price sheet here. And like I said, if you want to come by Vitality, best to call ahead of time, probably, if you're wanting me, if you have a lot of questions or want to try out a lot of things. But if you're just wanting to pop in there really quick for like a foundation match, then I'll be more than glad to. I'll be the first person you see when you walk in the door. Like, welcome to Vitality or Health and Beauty Mate. And if I'm not busy, I can step out there and because our little gondola is sitting out there like in the lobby, so I'll have to just come out there and I can help you. But other than that, I don't know what else to say, so I guess I'm gonna get off here. And if y'all have any suggestions on other looks you would like for me to do, or if you need help learning how to do a certain technique, or you got questions about a certain brand, anything that you can think of, I'm gonna really try to start making time to do this. It's not like I'm trying to make money, but it's just fun for me. And it's like, I gotta have some sort of hobby. This is the only thing that I enjoy. Every day when I sit down at my vanity to do my makeup, like, it's so therapeutic. Like, it's like my me time. And I wish I had more time in the morning to get ready, because I could literally sit here for hours and just play in makeup. And if there's any other products too that you have tried that you absolutely love and you would like to recommend to me to try, I'm all game. I've been trying a lot of drugstore makeup lately, since I'm not in Sephora anymore and I don't have access to like the cool stuff, and I don't get my free gratis bag or my discount. And it's like, I think the makeup world is like vamped up because makeup is so big that even the drugstore brands have like really upped their game in how they're making their stuff, because it's like really good. You would not catch me dead in the CVS or Walmart aisle. When I was working at Sephora, I was so spoiled like a brat, and I thought that the only makeup that was good was Sephora. And now, don't get me wrong, Sephora is awesome makeup, but I feel like you can really create so many, pretty much the same look with anything, no matter the cost or no matter the brand. But the only thing that I could say is your skin is really important, and you do gotta be careful with like just putting on like just whatever on your face. You really need to kind of take a look at the ingredients and things and read up on it to see if it's good for you. A lot of brands now are coming out with like cruelty free, paraben free, no talc, parabens and all that. But Jane Iredale though is specifically for your skin. Like, it's nothing's gonna clog your pores, and you're getting like, this is a really pretty look. I literally can this isn't like too glammed up, but it kind of is, you know. Like, I was able to, I don't know what I'm trying to say. You can make your makeup look really natural, or you can make it look like a drag queen with you know, it's just all about technique, and I don't know what I'm trying to say. But okay, I'm gonna go heat up some vegetable beef soup and talk to y'all later. I gotta figure out how to turn this shit off. I hit finish.